Yes. Tuesday night. The Tuesday Night Titans are back with another Beer Baseball Blogcast. Thank you, everyone in the chat, already lighting it up as Cowboy Jack Durango. He said, I want to see this lit up like a Christmas tree. It is doing it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So much going on. Baseball started the first weeks of the season. Super exciting. Who knew that the Cleveland Guardians would be so hot? There's a player named, his last name of Quan. No one knew before, but he's the hottest player in baseball. There's controversy in the Beer Baseball Blog Fantasy League. We have so much to talk about tonight. Cowboy Jack Durango directly in the heat of the moment. I'm sure we'll hear about that tonight, but let's start out the show fresh. Let's get to it. I know it's super personal. Yeah. Look at him just
from the top.
From the top. Let's do it. Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 102 for April 12th, 2022. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Some housekeeping before we start. Let me get this together. Yes. All right. Booyah. Booyakasha.
Booyakasha.
If you'd like to support us here at the Beer Baseball Blog, you can buy our stickers, buttons, and beer coasters on our Etsy page. Go to beerbaseball.store. If you'd like to become more involved with us on our Patreon page, you can become a member for as low as $5 a month. Go to patreon.com/beerbaseball. I'm going to scroll our wonderful, magnificent, and most wonderful overall people in the whole world, at least to us, right? Here they are, our Patreon supporters. We're going to do that right there at the bottom. Thank you for all your support. You make this happen. All right, so let's do it. Here is the lineup card for today. He would be batting leadoff, but he is in Florida right now, vacationing. I was going to say on assignment, but he's vacationing, let's be honest. And but he will be attending a minor league baseball game out there. So I think it's the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. So I'm super excited to hear about that. That is Angelo Trinidad, not here today. Our field correspondent, senior research analyst, and social media manager is late as always, but he is on his way. He will be here shortly or at the same height. Kevin Lyon, please drive safely. We need you here in full capacity, in full spirit. But he is hitting third, and he is the goodwill ambassador and the Sultan of Swig here at the Beer Baseball Blog. He is Cowboy Jack Durango.
So I know that every Tuesday night I bring it some type of song to soothe the masses, but tonight I'm going to bring a story of inspiration. Tonight I'm going to inspire the Beer Baseball Blog family and let them know what the true term hero means. This week I suffered a betrayal like none other. Greg Hall stole my first baseman, Pete Alonso, from me. And much like Brutus stabbing Caesar in the back, it was a despicable act. Disgusting. So Greg Hall, despite your betrayal, Cowboy Jack is still here, still smiling, and still bringing his A game.
Let him hear it. Yes.
Now, okay, I'm here to offer a counterpoint. Cowboy Jack Durango, this is your first year in fantasy baseball.
First year in fantasy anything.
Okay. Most of your fantasies do not involve baseball or any sports.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, cricket. I mean,
well, okay. All right.
Daddy likey.
So, Cowboy Jack Durango, in a very novice move, tried to Pete Alonso was plunked, and it seemed like he might be injured. So you decided to get on your app on your phone and move said player to the bench.
Correct.
What you wound up doing was dropping him completely off your team.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So we put out actually Kevin put out a disclaimer, which I did not see, by the way. It was in the chat and said, could you not please pick him up? We have a novice player. It was an honest mistake.
Correct.
So we have 12 people in the league. And I believe 11 knew the deal and one did not because he was out of town, and picked and this said person picked him up and picked Pete Alonso up, and now is super stronger. And unfortunately, as a commissioner, I can't do anything about it because this is the way that the game operates. It's going to be a hard lesson and a tough pill to swallow, but Jack, lesson learned, and yes.
Lesson learned, and hey, I'm still here, brother. The knife is still in my back from Greg Hall. Nothing can keep me from being on the Beer Baseball blog. A lot of people throw around the term hero, but I really define it.
Yes. Yes. This fantasy is definitely turned into a nightmare, but Cowboy, this is a long season. This is 6 to 8 months. Obviously that we don't do the playoffs, but we have our own version of playoffs in fantasy league. So you learned a very hard lesson in the first week.
Very hard lesson.
Yes. But, and this happened to me as well. I remember a couple years ago, I dropped Yasmani Grandal. I looked at my app and I'm like, oh yeah, he's going to play. I put my phone in my pocket. When I came back out of Costco where I went into, I had officially dropped him, and I couldn't believe it. And someone picked him up. I'm like, how? I didn't even do it. I literally butt dialed my own dropping someone. So it actually it was unfortunate. Yes. And it's yes, it's happened. It's happened to everyone. Yes. It's yes.
She should be on my side. It's fine. I'm soldiering on, my brother. I'm soldiering on. They don't call me the Billy Bean of fantasy baseball.
Oh, I like that. They don't call you that, but they will. They will.
At the end of the season, the numbers will do the talking, Greg Hall. But I'll never forgive the betrayal. Yes. You're dead to me, Greg Hall. Dead to me.
Well, I love it. I think this is an awesome learning opportunity as everything. Yes, and yeah. Well, this one seems like harsh. Yeah, you dropped the Jen off your fantasy roster once as well.
Oh, wow! Joke of the year.
Yeah, that's
joke of the year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. All right. So with the formalities aside and the things that need to be said, I can't wait till Greg gets in here. Is he in here? I'm not even sure. Anyway, let's get to a great episode of the Beer Baseball Blogcast. Kevin will be here very shortly. I see him in the chat. He's unbelievable. But Cowboy Jack Durango, what are you drinking tonight?
Tonight, my brother, I am drinking an offshoot beer company Coast Can Anytime Hazy Pale Ale. We love the hazies. They're fruity. They've got the hoppy taste. And offshoot beer company hit it out of the park with this one. It's not a bad hazy at all. And if I know you, Disco Machine, it is right in your wheelhouse. I would highly recommend it.
Yes. Okay. So this is a very interesting beer that you have, and I'm really surprised. So you obviously you got this from the tap room, correct?
Correct. I got it from the Cactus Tap Room in Peoria, Arizona.
Okay. So you're getting some great suggestions. Now this is actually, it's funny. It's called Offshoot Beer Company, and it is an offshoot of a brewery called The Brewery.
Oh my God, I'm so glad that you said that because I didn't know what that meant on the can.
Yes.
I was super confused.
Yes. So it's basically so the brewery is actually it's out of I believe there's one in Fullerton or Anaheim area, like Orange County. And it's funny, like one time I was out there in Fullerton and I stopped at the brewery and I left and Kevin said, oh, I'm at the brewery. I'm like, I was literally just there and I don't live anywhere near it. So that tells you how big of beer fans that we are. And so I think this is what they use for their cans and stuff like that. So they do a lot of distribution for this. So it's reached Arizona. So that's great news. They have a lot of great beers. Angelo's had them on the show as well. But the brewery is a great and it's BRU ERY, right? Not like BREW.
Correct.
And when you go into there, they have a whole bunch of there you go.
It looks like baseball fun.
Yeah, super. And when you go in there, they have about like 25 to like 30 beers on tap, but you'll notice that there's a lot of like big kegs in there and they do a lot of barrel aging in there. When you walk in there, it's like, it hits you right in the face. It's super amazing. And they have a lot of variety, but these are the canned versions. So they use it as offshoot brewing. So instead of the brewery out there, but you can also get stuff from the brewery. They have like bottles and stuff like that, more the higher end stuff, but this is more for the consumer. And so, yeah, I'm glad that you got to have this and it's super cool. So yeah, it's literally an offshoot of the brewery.
Wow. Okay. Super cool, man. Dude, I'd highly recommend this. This would be an awesome IPA, hot summer day in the pool. Couple of these bad boys, you're feeling no pain, man. This is a great beer. Well done, Offshoot.
Yeah. And it was called the Brewery Tarot. So like they have a whole thing going on. It's super cool. So we might have to do something from there eventually. Now that you've mentioned it. And so we were talking about hazies, how we got into this. My beer tonight is actually literally where I started with hazies.
Wow.
So this is Windy Hill. It's a New England style IPA from Mikkeller Brewing in San Diego. It is 7% ABV. What is yours? How much alcohol in your beer?
Let's see what we're working with tonight. Only 5.2. So okay. Good thing I have 12 of them.
Right on. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Thunder Files. Right on.
Wow, Thunder Files.
Yeah, right on. We'll talk about him later in the show. He has some like fun stuff that he shared. But this is the Mikkeller Core New England style IPA brewed with Cascade, Amarillo, Mosaic, and dry hopped Citra and Eldorado hops. Now, this is everything I'm all about when it comes to a New England IPA. Medium-bodied with a fluffy mouthfeel and bright tropical aromatics. A soft sweetness supports papaya, melon, peach, and citrus zest flavors. Over top, the slightest hop bitterness. This is like when I tasted this was my gateway into what hazies are. And I'm like, this is awesome. So this was literally my gateway beer. And as you see here, you might not be able to see it on the picture, but it says Brewery Classics on the can. So I think what they've done here is they just kind of kept this going. So it's like one of their classic beers. And they used to have a tap room and it was in downtown Los Angeles. Unfortunately, due to COVID, it was a victim of COVID. So it's not there anymore, which is kind of sad, but they're still in San Diego. They're still in that area. And Mikkeller is actually kind of a world famous brewery. So, I mean, we'll probably talk about them more because I definitely want to dive more into their beers. But I wanted to bring up one special thing. So you see these characters that are on the Mikkeller. They're actually by a really very popular artist. And he also did, his name is Keith Shore, and he's been the art director for Mikkeller since 2013. And he has very distinct characters. So if you look at it, you can see these very distinct characters, and the characters were actually in on the walls as well. And but yeah, he did like the Project 70, so he has a whole line of very unique characters.
Huh.
And these characters actually the way that they came about was that he was just like, for instance, if he had to draw like Vlad and Vlad Jr. right there, he would draw these kind of fake characters just to hold. And these characters actually got super popular because they're like, oh, these are super cool. So he just kept on making them. And they're very simplistic, but they're very unique. And the way that they look to the side and their eyes are looking up is kind of like a trademark. So he's really made something out of this. So that's the kind of tie-in here with Beer and Baseball with this. So kind of unique.
Wow, man, what a cool story.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely want to put him out there. His name is Keith Shore. So if you ever see this style of design, you'll know who did it. And well, I was hoping that Kevin would be here by now. We've been definitely vamping, but so I'll tell you what, I'm gonna skip his because he actually has a Beer and Baseball connection. So I will definitely come back to it. Let me do this. I'm gonna skip past it real quick. So let's get to this day in baseball history for April 12th while we wait for Kevin. In the course of this show, as entirety, we're going to talk about 3 home runs in the first games for 3 different ball players. So let's see if you can catch up and tell me which players they are. But I'll give you one right away. It's the next one.
So 3 home runs in the first 3 games of 3 ball players.
Their first games. So they're rookies and they had their first game and then they hit home runs. So they were significant.
Got it.
April 12th, 1906, at Brooklyn's Washington Park, Boston Beaneaters rookie Johnny Bates becomes the first modern player to homer in his first major league at-bat. The 23-year-old outfielder connects off Harry McIntyre in the top of the second inning in the team's 2-0 opening day victory over the Super Boss. It's funny that it was against the Super Boss. It actually ties into the beer that Kevin has. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more. And for those who don't know, the Super Boss were actually what the Brooklyn Dodgers were called before they were the Brooklyn Dodgers. And it's kind of a weird name, right? And it turns out it's actually linked to a popular vaudeville act at the time by the brothers Hanlon called the Super Bowl. And I still, to this minute, do not know what it has to do with naming a team in Brooklyn. So we might have to do a little deeper dive on this.
Super Bowl.
But Jack, I want to throw this out to you. Why are they called the Brooklyn Dodgers?
As far as I know, everybody in Brooklyn is dodging something. Maybe they're dodging the law. Maybe they're dodging their bookie. Who knows? Everybody's dodging something. So they just adopted it, All
right. You're so close that you don't even know it. What would you have to dodge to go into Ebbets Field?
The mafia? A street sign?
Yeah, you're so close. Well, if the mafia was on a trolley car, then you would be right, sir. They'd have to literally dodge the trolley car to go across the tracks, and then that's how they would get to Ebbets Field. So they were dodging the trolley.
Really?
Yes. So there you go. That's why they're called the Dodgers. And in Los Angeles, you don't have to dodge any trolleys.
True.
But you just carried the name over here. It's kind of like LA Lakers. They were the Minneapolis Lakers for the Great Lakes.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that. Cash has been asking me, why are they the Lakers? There you go. Yep. Minneapolis. Got it. Yep.
And that's why the Utah Jazz, they're originally from New Orleans.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
All right. We need to have a weekly basketball Zoom call for you and chat. So Cash, so that you can answer all these questions for me, dude.
Yes, that is still cool. Still hate him. I get it. There's a lot. It's a big rivalry.
He hates the Dodgers?
It's because he's a Giants fan.
I thought, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it, Ian.
Yeah.
Wow. Actually, no, I'm not a Dodgers fan either.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not too much jazz in Utah. I mean, there might be. I've never been there. So. There you go. There you go.
The only place I've been in Utah is a place called Beaver, Utah. And I wrestled 3 matches at the county fair in the middle of the city's rodeo arena.
Oh wow! Anybody that I would know that you wrestled?
No, Gallo.
Okay.
Yeah, Gallo.
Oh, GQ Gallo. Okay.
Yeah, it was advertised was the Honky Tonk Man, Terry Funk, Doink the Clown, and the Bushwhackers. But instead, they've got me and Gallo wrestling for 3 separate matches.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds like an indie show, brother. Promoters.
It is. It is. Card subject to change.
Yes.
April 12th, 1916. On opening day, the Giants begin the season with a 5-4 loss to the Phillies at Baker Bowl. The game marks the debut of New York's new purple plaid uniforms. Fortunately, a trend that will only last a year. Now, I wanted to put out there this. I am very surprised that nobody took on the diamond design. Diamond baseball, of course.
Correct. Absolutely.
There you go. So I'm very surprised that no one's taken that on and at least experimented with it. Because like obviously there's pinstripes and now plaid that we know about.
Sure.
There was satin uniforms at one point. They have a lot of different types of uniforms now, but I would love to see the diamond collection. Yeah, thank you. I said it.
I like it.
You can take it.
So the blue on my left, the blue image, that's been drawn on there, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah. I mean, the buttons and all that. I mean, it looks like an artist rendering. So
yes.
How crazy would it be if one of these actually existed today? Like what a collector's item.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's one of those. It's like I believe that there's some satin ones still available that are on display, but I've never seen one of these. That would be super cool. And
that would be cool. I like it, dude. I like it.
Yeah, it would probably look like a chain link fence for sure. But who knows? Who knew that pinstripes would be, would work, in this whole thing. They just become kind of legacy at this point.
But it doesn't have to be diamonds up and down. It could be like a cable sweater vest where it has the diamonds just.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like Charlie Brown.
Yes. Or like
there you go.
Carlton from the Fresh Prince. I mean,
actually, there was a major indoor soccer league team called the Tacoma Stars who actually had the diamond pattern around the stomach. You can actually look it up. It was in the late 80s, early 90s. So Kevin Lyon, do you know who the Tacoma Stars are?
No.
Okay. Welcome.
I knew the lasers, and Ian must have a camera in my house. He literally, I just looked down as I'm waiting to go on. It says, Kevin is ready.
He heard the beep.
I didn't hear the beep. Well,
that's right. You did. Oh, that is good. That is good. You did hear the beep because it's in my ear. That's nicely done.
Oh, see, well, this week you hear the beep. Last week I was sitting there missing half the show.
I know exactly.
Wah!
Yeah. Well, Kevin, let's go back a little bit because I know that you have a beer that's actually. I know, and that I want to. I definitely want you to talk about because it's super cool.
And I want to touch a little bit more on brewery as well. I've not been to the brewery itself. Where we went to was the Brewery Tarot, which is another. I hate to say the word offshoot, but over there they do mostly like soury, fruity kind of stuff. And offshoot. The reason why they do offshoot is because part of the brewery's thing I discovered is that they refuse to make any IPAs.
Oh, that's right.
I found that out because a lot of people from the brewery are now the people end up starting Radiant over here in Anaheim. And that's what they're telling me is like, yeah, part of their thing is they're like, we're never going to make an IPA. That's probably why people left. The head brewer came from there. A couple of the owners came from there. Decided to do their own thing on their own. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I never put 2 and 2 together.
I never did either. That's very interesting.
Huh.
I remember hearing that when I was there, and I didn't think much of it. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
Wow.
so the offshoot ones are like the only real definitely IPAs. I'm not sure if it's the same with hazy pale ales and stuff like that, but I know for sure IPAs. Speaking of IPAs, oh my gosh, I got this bad boy here.
What you got, baby?
You were talking about the Super Ba, however you pronounce it.
Yep.
So for those of you who go to LA, especially Dodger fans, at Union Station, there's a place, a brewery that just opened, I think the end of last year, and they took the space of another brewery that was there. If you're going to Union Station, it's literally a building right next to it, right as you get on the property at the train station. And it's called Homebound Brew House. And there it is. There's the can. Look at this beautiful 32 ounces here. You gotta love this. And when you come in, and I regret I took a video instead of a picture. They have a blue ball with it's like the sign as you go inside. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And most of the beers there are like baseball themed names. Like no like specific person, but it's like, Super Wow, which I didn't even really put two and two together at first. I'm like, oh, that's right. That was their name in Brooklyn. They had like a Chavez Hayes, and it was like Scout, like pretty generic stuff, but hopefully they do well because, the beer was solid. That's why I figured I got to get one for the show. You know what I mean? Even though it's 32 ounces. It's a 7.1%. Hopefully I don't, I'm going to drink out the can at first. I don't want to spill everywhere. Yeah, but I had this on Sunday and got like their street dog too. The food was solid. So I'd say if you're ever going to Dodger game, especially if you ever take if you go to Union Station, you do a bus service from Union Station to Dodger Stadium. I'd say if you're doing that, definitely stop by Homebound Brew House and get yourself pregame because this was, I believe, $17 and it's 32 ounces. What can I get for $17 at Dodger Stadium, Michael?
You get a cup of foam.
There you go.
And you know what, Kevin, also, you said that is a 32-ounce can?
Yes, sir. It's a crowler.
Crowler. Not a growler, a crowler.
Yes.
Brother, I got to commend you for at your advanced age to still be able to lift up an object as big as you are. Well done. Like, I'm sure that thing outweighs you by at least 28%. And it's physically as big as you are.
I drink my weight in beer daily, apparently. Jeez.
It's like an infant trying to lift up a garbage can.
Absolutely. Hold up that beer again and screenshot this for no, just hold it up like you're gonna.
No, I'm just showing you it's bigger than my face. I'm just saying.
Sure. Yes.
I got to two-handed. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Dude,
can I put it down now?
Cuidado.
That can is Andre the Giant's hand, and you are Mean Gene Okerlund, brother. Wow.
That's a good beer too, by the way.
I can't wait to get that. I remember it was Imperial Western before.
That's correct. I don't know if there's any change in the ownership, but it's at the same location. They closed down, I'm assuming, from COVID. And the Mickler thing too, what was crazy though, Mongo, when you talked about that, they actually closed in April 2020. So I have a feeling they were already getting ready to close down, I think.
That's probably,
I'm like going, this is convenient that they're saying that. I remember thinking that. I'm like, wait a minute. It's only been like a month and they're already like, oh, we're done.
Yeah.
But this place, Imperial Western didn't last that long, I guess, because we went up 2019, right, Michael?
Yeah. Oh, no. We went the Tim and Eric. We went to it, right?
When we went? No, Homebound? I'm sorry, I meant Homebound. Imperial Western.
2019 is when we went. We did a YouTube video on it when we went to the college baseball.
That's right.
At Dodger Stadium.
It's a really nice place inside. And hopefully, I'm hoping it does well because it was a little dead on a Sunday afternoon. But I'm sure it's going to be really busy when they have a Dodger game. And Dodger opening day is, I think, Friday, I want to say.
Oh, so, next week. This coming weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here's a good question. I don't have any stats, but I'm afraid to go out there because and see which ones have closed. But actually, surprisingly, a lot have opened, which is encouraging as well. So,
yeah, I mean, I've been hearing some. As we talked about on the show, we had a few we talked about that closed even recently. So it's the long-term effect of it, I suppose.
Yeah. They just cannot they tried to make it as long as they could, and it's just not. It's just probably just not paying off for investors. So they probably might have pulled funding as well. So the lot of.
I'm gonna sell the rest of my can because you guys see. Yeah, I love the stitching all the way around. Like I almost feel like I want to keep this thing. The guy didn't do a very good job writing it. You could barely read it, so I get faded. I like the Drink Fresh pennant there. That's cool. The 32 ounces on the ball. I'm like, that's a really nice little touch. And anything that's baseball themed, we're gonna put it over.
There you go. So I know that you probably saw it, Jack. That Kevin and Greg Hall came in at the same time.
What?
Yes, yes, they did.
And we'll talk later when we're doing Card Shark, so you can do your some full ranting. Get all your aggression out. But let's get back to this day in baseball.
Now what we're doing?
Yes, right. April 12th, 1955. Pinch hitting for Braves southpaw Warren Spahn, Chuck Tanner, who becomes better known for his managerial skills, hits a home run on the first pitch of his first major league at-bat. Wow. The 26-year-old outfielder's eighth inning round tripper off Jerry Staley ties the score in Milwaukee's eventual 4-2 victory over Cincinnati at County Stadium. He is the only Braves player to hit a home run in his first at-bat in Milwaukee.
Wow.
Is that a hit while you're saying Milwaukee? You're specifically mentioning Milwaukee? Is that a tease, Michael Mondragon?
Well, I mean, two things.
Yes.
Number one, Milwaukee, get your beers ready.
There you go. Exactly. Even though it's not a brewer, it is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
It is Milwaukee. And
exactly.
number two, how did the Braves get from Milwaukee to Atlanta?
So I believe it was just they actually had lost a lot of it's what every team kind of runs into. It's financials. It's like, and that's how they got there. And then that's how they were the Seattle Pilots. And then they came, that team, because of financials, moved to Milwaukee and became the Brewers. So, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of like a juxtaposition of all this. But yeah, that's how every team kind of finds out. They're like, oh, you're not going to build us a new stadium. So we're gonna go make more money. And it's all about making money. That's what it comes down to.
Dude, I'm gonna copyright this right now. You're an artist, so we're partners in this 100%. This is how we're gonna become millionaires. If you took a map of the United States and you did a progression, like a cool visual progression of teams from Milwaukee Braves to Atlanta Braves, from the Pilots to that would be a beautiful piece of wall art.
Oh, that'd be fun to do. Actually, yeah, that's a great idea. Nobody steal that, please. Nobody steal that, please.
Copyrighted. This is legally binding.
Nobody heard that.
What?
Yeah, that would be super cool. And I actually have some more ideas on that. We'll definitely collaborate on that. So, yeah, Chuck Tanner. It became a really great manager. Obviously, the manager managed 4 teams from 70 to 1988, winning the World Series in 79.
We are family.
Yes,
I don't think I can sing the song.
Family.
No, Jack's the one who sings around here.
Not anymore, dude. I lost my smile.
Oh. No, Jack. Jack, who sings "We Are Family"? The theme of the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates.
We are family. I got that one.
Yes,
dude. I don't know if I want to answer this one.
Kevin, do you know?
I thought you were just make up an answer.
No, because I think it's somebody, but I don't want to answer this one.
See, I was gonna say Cool in the Gang, but I think I'm wrong on that.
No, it's an all-woman group.
It's Sister Sledge, then, right?
I believe it's the Pointer Sisters.
Oh, Pointer Sisters. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
It is the Pointer Sisters. Okay, good.
But Sister Sledge is a very.
It is Pointer Sisters. Sorry.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm mixing up my gangs there. There you go.
Sister Sledge is a deep cut.
It is. It's
Yeah.
a really. I
Oh,
like
and
that.
Jack, you know I'm good at deep cuts.
Yes. Yes. So do all your victims.
What?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Sister Sledge is like a Dr. Hook level deep cut.
yes. Sexy eyes. All right.
Well, hey, he even
You're in love with the beautiful
if Jack
woman.
knows it, it
I-
must be all right. Because usually it's
I-
just I just pop Michael on my stupid deep cuts.
yes, exactly. This show is all about obscure pop culture references. All right. April 12th, 1960. This is a fun one. Ian, pay attention to this one. This is one about an old San Francisco haunt of the Giants. In the first game ever played at San Francisco's Candlestick Park, after Vice President Richard Nixon throws out the ceremonial first pitch,
Right.
Giants starter Sam Jones 3 hits the Cardinals 3-1. During the third inning, the umpires noticed that both foul poles were positioned well inside fair territory instead of on the foul line, necessitating the need to improvise a new ground rule until the team corrects the problem.
That's
wow.
like no one noticed that. They built this
No.
entire park. There's players, there's coaches, there's people who's literally their job is to make sure the field is ready.
Yep.
And it took until 3 innings into the first game by umpires who can't see anything. I thought
Exactly. Yes.
Jeez.
I have an explanation for this.
Okay.
So this is 1960. If you look at this structure, this
Yes.
is a very advanced structure. You have an entire second level of human beings suspended over another level of human beings.
Yep.
What I think happened was they put so much attention on all the technical details, they forgot the very simple baseball details. And they left it up to the guy with 3 fingers that made the baselines. They're just like, go for it, Humpy Knuckles. Have a good day. Like, no, everybody was focused on the big picture and they didn't assign someone for that detail.
Now, Ian brought up an interesting point here, and while you bring that up, Jen mentioned the freeway, and that actually is the 101 freeway. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It starts here in Los Angeles and goes all the way up to San Francisco.
So let's look at it, what it eventually became.
Ah, see, there you go. Oh,
So-
you were ready. Look at that. You were ready.
Yes.
Very good.
And so one of the things, Jack, about this ballpark that you may not know is, okay, so I was at, this would have been like 2010, maybe 2011. And it was July. And I went to a game with my girlfriend. We happened to be in San Francisco at a conference. And we're like, oh, the Cubs are playing the Giants. Let's go. We sat at the very top of the stadium.
Oh,
We were freezing.
Oh, gosh.
Freezing.
gosh.
It's July.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
freezing.
I'm like,
The wind was at least like 20 to 25 miles an
oh
hour.
my gosh, that sounds terrible.
It was awful.
Oh, I
And
know. I went to an Irons game. I've been to a Giants game there. Yep.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but when it was at this stadium, when they enclosed it, it actually made all the wind went and it would swirl around in there.
Yes.
Had nowhere to go. So there would always be these windblown, it's something like fly balls and they go as foul balls. It was a nightmare. So that's why they eventually moved it. And then it had that like the outfield, at least so the wind could go through. Yeah.
So
It's like a Mark Twain quote. Yeah. The
Yes.
coldest winter was the summer in San Francisco.
So let's go back. Could you go back? Because I do have a footnote here.
Yeah.
The Niners did not go to Candlestick Park until 1971. So this is literally just the Giants stadium right here.
Yeah.
At this point, the 49ers were playing at a place called Kezar Stadium. I'm not exactly sure where that is. And they're there from 1946 to 70. So this is strictly just baseball right here
Yeah.
for the first decade.
And there was a World Series here. The Yankees won the World Series. We talked about the Yankees pitcher who died recently pitching in this, and it was Remember, there was the one who gave up
Bill Terry.
Bill Terry. He gave up the home run, so he
or Ralph
won.
Terry. I'm sorry, Ralph Terry.
Ralph Terry, yeah.
Sorry, Bill Terry was another baseball player from like 30 years earlier.
Yeah, so there wasn't this became like the multi-purpose stadiums. Like all the stadiums became this. That's why they came out with like the circular stadiums in Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
Anaheim as well, because when Anaheim Stadium was the
too,
same thing,
right?
because they were hosting the Rams and the Angels until the Rams
Oakland
left.
Oakland was like that as well.
Oakland's the last
St. Louis.
Is Oakland the last one? I believe they are, right?
Yeah, and it's still going. Yeah.
Well, not anymore. I forgot. The Raiders are gone. I forgot.
That's right. Well, they finally got wise, but it will be the one day the Las Vegas Athletics. It's coming.
That's too bad for the Aviators.
So you guys have both been to, this is Candlestick Park?
Yes, sir.
I've never been to Candlestick.
Oh,
I've driven past it, but I've never been.
I think I went to a football game. I went to a baseball game there once in, late 80s, early 90s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, this is not Candlestick Park.
This is.
Okay, all right. I'm with you. All right. On the bottom left of the stadium, you've got a road that cuts in from the freeway directly into the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah, if you look at this picture, let's go back actually. So this is it was this. I'm sure this was probably on the outskirts of San Francisco at the time.
Well, it's more or less.
You know what?
It's South San Francisco.
So that looks like, to me, that looks like a sidewalk, and that's a pedestrian bridge into the stadium.
That must be what it is. Yeah,
wow.
Yep.
Yeah, this would have been around. This is slightly just north where the airport is, and the airport actually is in South San Francisco, and where Candlestick Park was about maybe 4 or 5 miles north of the airport, I believe.
Yeah. So if you look at this picture, there's
the bridge.
It's Oracle Park is like literally like right straight up on this, right where almost where the bridge is. Yeah. So you can actually see it from there. So it's like literally straight ahead. So it's right on the water. It's beautiful. It's one of the best stadiums in Major League Baseball.
Disco Machine, I could literally wake up every day and spend every waking hour looking at pictures that you curate. Like, great job, man. You really bring such a special element to this show, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
This is the last story, and it's funny. We've been talking so much. I never thought that we talked this much about the first 4 stories, but this is the 5th story, and this actually is the most robust story of all time. April 12th, 1986, in a humiliating 9-8 extra inning loss against the Phillies, the Mets blow a 3-run lead in the bottom of the 9th, thanks to, in part, to Keith Hernandez, his error allowing the leadoff batter to reach base, opening the floodgates to Philadelphia's comeback. 6 years later, the New York first baseman's veteran stadium miscue, albeit placed in the wrong date in the wrong season in a different venue, becomes the background of a conspiracy theory detailed in an hour-long Seinfeld episode, The Boyfriend. All right, so let's go into this one. This one is super fun. This one, if I could come up with a story that there's so many twists and turns in this, it's insane. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with this episode, Jerry meets an idol of his, former New York Mets first baseman Keith Hernandez. They meet in a locker room at the gym, but he wants to make a good impression. The episode kind of devolves into a separate account where there's a spitting incident in which Kramer and Newman experience after a game when heckling Keith Hernandez at a game.
No.
So the whole no. Have you guys seen this episode in its entirety?
It's been so long. I should have rewatched this when I saw
it's definitely worth revisiting.
Because it's on Netflix. Seinfeld is back on Netflix now. There
you go. So it's in the 3rd season, and it's actually, I think it's episode the original air date was February 12th, 1992. So it's 6 years after the incident happened. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's actually 2 episodes, so it's an hour long. But they kind of make it like the JFK, the Zapruder film. When somebody spit on them, and that Roger McDowell is involved. It's awesome. So, okay, so the notes on this is the game was listed as in the episode as June 14th, 1987. But we said it's today in 1986, right? But on June 14th, 1987, the Mets beat the Pirates 7-3 on a Sunday afternoon game in Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh. And Hernandez went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, and Roger McDowell did not pitch. Okay, so a little inaccuracy, but whatever, right? So
you know what? They need to hashtag do the research. All right.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Again, it's TV, it's showbiz, right? So originally the script was written to have the actual spitter to be Darryl Strawberry.
Oh.
But due to Strawberry having legal issues at the time, Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld believe it wouldn't look good for Strawberry's image to be portrayed as spitting on fans. So Roger McDowell, a friend of Keith Hernandez, was written in Strawberry's place.
Oh my God.
Get this. This is amazing. I couldn't believe this. Okay, so on June 23rd, 2010, Jerry Seinfeld called 4 innings of a Met game at Citi Field against the Detroit Tigers on TV, reunited him with Hernandez, who does the play for SNY. During that time, he revealed that if Hernandez had turned them down, he would have asked Gary Carter to take his place.
Oh,
so Gary Carter could have been in the Keith Hernandez spot.
Gosh. When did this first air? Because Gary Carter actually would have. I mean, because Gary Carter died a long time ago. I was just wondering.
This was February 12th, 1992. So he was.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe it's been 20 years since this aired.
I know it's so.
It doesn't seem like it's 20 years old. Oh my god!
This would be 30 years old.
30 years old. My bad.
Yeah,
like
Dude,
30.
I have never seen a full episode of Seinfeld.
Well, this is the one to see.
Okay.
And then go watch Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
Bro.
And then you can watch the contest. I think you'll like the contest.
You had me at Zapruder film. Because
it's actually it's very funny.
I like me a good JFK conspiracy.
Yeah,
so.
it's fantastic. It's
not like a QAnon way, like in an old crazy person way. Yeah. It's like it was aliens that killed JFK. Like I like a weird one, not like a political one, but Zapruder film, I'm in.
So it's funny because when I started looking into Roger McDowell, even I'm just like, so Roger McDowell was a stable major league pitcher, but also had notorious in the league for being a prankster. He used to skillfully wrap a wad of chewing gum around a cigarette, then secretly place the contraption on the heels of unsuspecting teammates' cleats. This is known, Jack, as Kevin,
the hot foot.
The hot foot.
There you go.
So he used to do it all the time. He also took part in an on-field mariachi band, and they wore earrings in the clubhouse to protest Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott's banning of earrings.
Really?
So this is interesting because McDowell played when this happened. He didn't play for the Reds. He played for the Dodgers. And I'm going to make a plea right here. Hazy history. This might be your 2-part episode on Marge Schott.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Ratings.
I'll tell you what, Michael Mondragon, tune in this Sunday for episode 1 out of 6 on Marge Schott.
You might 6 may be conservative. You might have more.
You're killing me, Michael.
No,
I already have my subject for Sunday. No, I'm like, I gotta rewrite everything.
Nope. Fine. Marge Schott, baby. We're doing it.
See, I thought I was good. Jack got serious last week. He more or less just almost hated Major League Baseball by the end of the episode. Hayden Judge kind of saw Mountain Landis. watch our Instagram, by the way, not to plug it, but might as well just plug it now. So I was like, you know what? Let's go a little lighter. It's Easter Sunday. Let's talk about player Luke Easter. Nope, that's out the window.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Join
That'll be
us
next
Easter.
Sunday.
Yes. Easter 2023 for Luke Easter this Sunday. Marge Shot, episode number 1 of To Be Determined.
We'll see.
We're doing this.
Oh, I know we're doing it.
okay. Yes. Sorry, Kevin.
No, I'm just laughing. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Yes.
The hot
Yes.
Who did the hot foot was the hottest thing of the whole show so far?
That's it. All right. So let's get into it.
Wait, we're done? I want to admire Keith Hernandez's hair because he ended up doing hair for men later. His hair was almost as tall as
That's true.
His hair was almost as tall as that can of beer you have. Yes,
that's
sir.
right. I was gonna say Kramer, but no, that's even better.
Who was the basketball player he did that with?
Clyde Frazier. Clyde Frazier.
There you go.
Wow, Trailblazers' own Clyde Frazier.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
No.
You're thinking of Clyde Drexler.
Yes.
You're thinking of Clyde Drexler.
Clyde the
Yes,
Glide.
We're thinking of Walt Clyde Frazier from the Knicks. Ed's gonna, Mr. Ed Bronson will
There you go.
I got
shame you
now.
for that one.
Yes. All right, so let's do baseball card sharks. All right, here are the standings for baseball card sharks. Up
What?
to date.
What happened?
Oh, I think I screwed up the names. I was like, I'm all screwed up. All
No,
right.
I'm just laughing like, oh, okay, yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
All the names are screwed up. I remember.
Angel's not here and he's progressed in the standings as we keep losing.
Yeah, he's 2-10, I believe. So I need to update that. Here's the baseball card shark rules. We're gonna draw 11 cards, and we're going to start from the bottom. We're gonna pick a category, high, low, and we work our way up the board. And you can use your bench at any point, and we'll walk you through it as always. So let's do it. Let me add this to the stream. I'm gonna take that out.
But Jack, the bench is for losers, right, Jack?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
So wait, hold on. Where was I at in the standings? I saw number 2 on the.
I know they're all. I have the names mixed up, so I went to change that and I didn't because.
So I'm not number 2.
You're up there. You actually have 4 wins. You're not as far back as you're not in last place. Let's just say that. I think I might be in last place.
Man,
No,
again, what a hero. This game is rigged against me, and I'm still just putting numbers up, boys.
Are we gonna play it where we have to pick our Patreon? All right, so let's do this. Let's pick a category. I actually have 2. Since 1978 was such so much fun. So I have 78 right here. And then on the top, I have Carlton Fisk on the Red Sox. And then this is 86 right here. So he's with the White Sox. So he just changed the color of the socks.
Bro, I was going to say, let's go with Carlton Fisk. So, yeah.
So what category are we going for? Are we going for?
Are we on position players or
Yes.
pitchers?
On position players. So
Position players. Okay.
games, at bats, runs, hits, doubles, triples, home runs, RBIs, average.
I want to go at bats.
Oh, at
No,
bats.
I instantly regretted that, but yeah, we're sticking with
fine.
it. Yeah, I want to go at bats.
Let's
At
do
bats.
it. That's one we haven't done yet.
Let me make sure this one has at bats. Yes, it does. Okay, let's do it. All right. So who goes first?
Well, what year are we doing?
What we're probably gonna do a round of each.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
Awesome.
put that over here. We'll go 78
Let's
first.
say we're in, people. So hope you have nothing to do tonight. Jack has nothing to do but drink all those cans of beer.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to.
me
I'm gonna
too.
have to
Well,
recycle 11 of
Oh
them in about.
gosh! I mean, this is still heavy. So
So what at bats? Who's going first?
I'm going first, so I'm gonna walk
That's
through the
exactly
field.
right.
Yeah,
Right on. So first up, you got the Pudge.
the Pudge, Carlton Pudge.
Fisk. One of many Pudges in baseball.
yes,
There you
The
go.
original- but he's the original.
I thought there were only 2 Pudges.
There could, maybe, Ivan Rodriguez, but there could be more for all I know.
We never got to Joe Morgan last week, so at least we'll get to him today.
Yeah, there you go. So right behind him, and then Bob Stinson.
Wow.
I'm not gonna make my joke because I have to explain it.
No. Okay,
Replacement.
Ralph Garr. Ralph Garr for the White
Hey,
Sox.
the Roadrunner. That was his nickname, the Roadrunner.
Yeah,
Ralph
I didn't know
Garr.
that. So get your beers ready for Larry Haney. If there's any Green Acres fans out there, they'll know Mr. Haney.
Yep.
Wow, that's a deep super cut.
Yeah, come on. That was a very popular TV show.
Rick Miller, a very generic name for the Red Sox. Manny Mota.
Mota.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Former base coach for the Dodgers as well, if I'm not mistaken.
And well known for pinch hitting for Pedro Barbone in the movie Airplane.
That's right. That's wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're familiar with the Mr. Blackwell's list of top dressed celebrities, this is Tim Blackwell.
Bro, could Tim Blackwell have a more British name and look more British? Like, get it together, Tim Blackwell. This is America, pal.
Man.
On your bench is Ken Reitz, former. Let me see if he's a
former what?
Yeah, he's a former Giant, but he a Cardinal. Yeah, he's been. I remember this is. I remember him totally when I was coming up. This is another one. Rudy Mioli.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And then outfielder Vic Harris. So that is your very, very stagnant bench.
Well, I mean, most of this board is stagnant except you start with 2 Hall of Famers right away. So
all right, so here we go. So we're going to start with Carlton Fisk. We're doing at bats. Carlton Fisk has 2,491 at bats.
wow. Okay.
2491 at bats.
So if you're looking, this is 78, and he's been playing since 69. So do your math. There you go.
And he's only got a foul out, huh? That's all he ranked?
Yeah, so you foul out if you get his card.
Oh,
jeez.
Joe Morgan, more or less than 2491.
All right. So this is where it's going to get tough. This was 1978, correct?
yes, sir.
Yeah, 1978. Joe Morgan's a Hall of Famer, but he's young in his career.
Ish.
He's in his sophomore year of his baseball career. But we're going to go slightly lower than Pudge, slightly lower.
I should sell these a little bit more when Jack's looking for us for a hint.
No, let's go slightly lower.
All right, lower. I remember him playing for the Colt 45s in
1966.
So
Sorry,
6,399.
Wow.
Next,
Yeah.
Jack and I know, Michael, we didn't help him by just being stone faced as he said that. He's looking for us for any reaction. We're like,
We saw that coming a mile away.
yeah. I'm like,
But you still got 87. So all right.
This game is rigged.
Very much so.
Kevin.
I'm ready. What do you got for me?
Bill Fahey from the Rangers, a catcher.
Who?
And not senior, but Junior Moore. Junior Moore. Imagine if he was Junior Moore Jr. He was actually the junior of a junior.
Bro, what if he named his son Third Moore? Like just keep it going, dog.
Why not?
All right, so Bill Fahey,
That man is clean shaven. He can't have that many at bats.
328.
Oh, yeah, but Junior Moore. I never heard of Junior Moore.
Yeah.
I've never heard Junior Moore, but facially it looks like he's older. So let's just say he's higher. Why not? Because I have no idea.
328. 387.
Oh, jeez. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Still a winner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ugh.
So Bob
It's so like-
Stinson.
I guess higher. He looks a little grizzled. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, Bob Stinson. So we're looking for higher than 387. 916.
All right.
916.
There we go. All right.
That is just 5 digits higher than an emergency.
Yeah.
So Ralph Garr.
The Roadrunner as a White
Roadrunner.
Sox. I remember being a Brave.
Yeah.
I would think he played a while. He played a while, so let's go higher.
All right.
I think he's higher.
So higher than 916, you would be right. 4292.
Oh, geez. So this is the end of his career. All right. Remember being a Brave forever.
I know he's not your your favorite person right now, but Greg Hall had a great rig.
Oh no.
Oh, Greg Hall. That sounds like someone I used to know. So guys, I like real quick. I just want to slip this in there. The game is not rigged. I didn't understand that this was career at bats. I thought it was like the season.
Oh, no.
So I was confused. It's the CBD and it's the beer. I'm sorry.
Clearly, that's all it is. What was the number, Michael? 4,000 something?
4292.
I mean, I'm still just trying to God, this guy, he looks like he has, gigantism with his face.
He does.
There. It's like, geez. He is less.
Yes, I would.
He's got to be less.
So 914, although a very long career.
Yeah, all right. He plays like he's a backup catcher. He's like Bob Uecker, play like 10 games a year or something.
Yes.
So that guy looks like I imagine Toe Nash to look. Hashtag do your research on giant Toe Nash.
I can't wait to look him up.
Rick Miller.
We've turned Jack into a baseball historian, so watch out, people.
Higher or lower than 914?
Let's see. Bushwhacker Rick Miller, I'll think it's slightly higher.
Higher than 914, you would be right with 1418.
All right.
1418.
I'm not sure on this one, though. This one I'm not so sure on.
Stop it.
What? He played a while, but come on, he was Mr. Pinch Hitter.
That's a good point. That's
right.
a good point.
Yeah, that's what you gotta look at.
1418. Higher or lower?
Since you're so sure of it, Michael Mondragon, all right, I'll say higher. Although I won't be surprised if I'm wrong on this.
Holy cow! You can't even see what it is. It's so.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! Like I literally have to put my the light on this to see it. Oh my gosh!
And I'll watch it be like 972.
3696.
All right, cool. I'll take it.
Goodness gracious! Wow. Okay.
This game is rigged. Let me finish this off here. What's his name? Tim Crusher Blackwell is lower than 36, whatever.
So, and you're right with 284.
All right.
284. So you ran the board.
I mean, that's the only running I'm going to be able to do this week. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
All right. So here are my cards.
Why have you chased enough victims this week or?
I'm blown up from this can. Picking up this can.
Got it.
So Orioles, Tony Muser.
That's a solid start.
Lee May.
You got competing Orioles here.
Yeah. Manny Sanguian.
Oh, as an A. I don't remember.
As an A, yeah. Oh, the Mendoza line.
Oh, yeah.
Mario Mendoza. Yeah.
All right.
Friend of the show, Fred Lynn.
Fred Lynn.
His wife definitely is a friend of mine.
Yeah, because you beat her to death with a baseball bat.
Yes.
Here's to you, Mr. Robinson, Bill Robinson. Literally spent time stealing bases, but also in time for stealing cars, I think. Like literally, that's the story. He was in jail. He had the story written about him. Ron LaFleur, look it up.
Yeah, we'll cover him on Hazy History after our March episodes.
Yeah, that's one that you should definitely do. And Sarge, Gary Matthews.
Oh wow, as a Brave.
As a Brave. All right.
How did he get the nickname Sarge?
I think that he played center field. No, and
I believe so.
Yeah, so like that's usually the position of usually what a captain would play, and also he can if he wants to catch any ball in right or left field, he actually has. So there you go. He's a outfield sergeant.
Got it. Understood. He's like a ring general, only an outfield sergeant.
Exactly. So we start out with Tony Muser, 1,238. 1,238. Lee May, I know, is a veteran, a KG veteran. So I will definitely go higher.
I don't know though at this point.
6,229. Very
Oh,
long
wow.
career. Yeah, he had a
Whoa.
very
So he's at the end of it. Wow.
started with the Reds in 65.
Wow.
Oh, this might be hard, but I tend to think that he's actually going to have more at bats than him, and he has 6,000.
No, I don't know.
I'm gonna go higher because I'm just gonna go with my gut instinct here.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be close.
This could be really close, and I'm gonna go higher.
All right.
And I'm wrong. 47.
Oh, geez.
47-20.
Boom in your face, nerd.
He started in 67 for the Pirates, but he has a lot of numbers. Well, how does he?
Yeah. He's a catcher. I mean, catchers don't get as many at bats, you know?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I don't think I can think of.
He didn't get a lot of numbers early in his career. That's what took him down.
Well, it's not like catchers was such an offensive category in this time period either.
Could have been really easy. All right, so
Jack, did you win? Because you're celebrating like you won. Or are you just happy that
Listen,
Michael lost?
If I'm not last, I'm first, buddy. Okay. I'm celebrating that I'm not the only loser.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's go with 86.
86.
All right.
Are we gonna go with that still, or you want to switch categories?
Switch
We can
categories.
categories
Switch.
if you like.
All right.
What would you like?
What do you want, Jack?
Why don't somebody else pick?
Oh,
I don't know what even to pick. So
okay. So let's go with runs batted in.
RBIs.
RBIs.
Yes.
Are you going first, Kevin? Because you won.
You sure, Jack? Because Jack always likes to go first.
No, it's fine.
He wants
Please
to set the standard for all of us. Go ahead and put the cards down.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay. Carlton Fisk is your first card. Alfredo Griffin, former Blue Jay. Now an A here. Andre Thornton.
Okay.
Bro, you're just slapping down studs one after the other.
Cesar Cedeno.
I was like, okay, I've like the first couple. I'm like, oh, that's a tough
Former
one.
Red, and then eventually became an
alien.
Yes, one of the greatest cards of all time. Look at that face. Face only a month. They said like, yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, let's go with that.
Best they can get. It's the best photo they can get of this guy.
Look over there. All right, there. Click.
Not only is it a face only a mother could love, but also Janis Joplin from her hit song "Me and Willie McGee."
There you go.
I love it. Steve Garvey.
I just love how badly these cards are.
I know.
It's so bad. Anyone collects cards right now is probably like, oh my gosh, these are so terribly made.
Former Pirate.
Jeez.
From the early 70s.
We got some studs in here, though.
Former Texas Ranger, Al Oliver.
It's a good board. I'm ready for the challenge.
Clark.
Oh,
Jack Clark.
All right.
Your bench is Tim Rock Reigns.
My God.
Oh, dude, I love that name. Tim Rock Reigns. I love it.
Kent Herbert.
Gosh. Jeez. Is there going to be a studs left for you guys? Yeah, a lot of studs. Oh, my God. This game is rigged.
Eddie Murray likes to party all the time.
Party all
the time.
Like, it's funny, like, Michael, I think that Alfredo Griffin's got the lowest RBIs on the
Yeah,
score.
that's all I can think of.
It's either him or Willie McGee, because McGee was only a few years in.
All right, so it's Carlton Fisk, late in his career at this point. This is another one. Look at the
yeah.
Jeez.
Barely even read it.
This is 8 years later from the last set. So
yeah. So, oh my goodness, RBIs. Actually, surprising that we said RBIs is right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
914. I thought there would be. I thought there would be a lot more. 914.
I mean, but we talk about catchers and offensive numbers. Catchers are usually bat towards the bottom of the order, so they don't really get as many.
Back then, yeah, totally. So Alfredo Griffin, higher or lower than 914?
Lower.
Yes, I would agree.
I gotta explain the Eddie Murray reference to Ian.
285.
Ian.
Wait, 285?
Eddie Murray is definitely a partier, but why don't you look up Eddie Murphy?
Yes, look up Eddie Murphy, party all the time.
Yes. I did the research.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was that number, sir?
285.
285. So definitely lower. Andre Thornton, which is one of your favorite musicians, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Big Mama Thornton's grandson. Yeah. All right, let's go. I definitely gotta go higher. I mean, look at him. He's playing he's gonna play a sweet sax solo for me when he's
and he's also in the Commodores.
Ah,
the father of what's Nicole Richie.
Oh,
stop it.
He looks like Lionel Richie.
He looks like Lionel Richie. I was
going I get it. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was literally going off the Thornton thing. Sorry.
I forget his name is Thornton. It's Lionel Richie right there.
Yes.
All right. So what did you say? The higher than?
I say all night long he has more RBIs.
Wow, all night long.
Yes, he's got Fiesta forever, you know.
824.
Oh, okay.
That's how many bricks are in a brick house.
There you go. Man, you guys are on fire tonight. This is solid.
Cedeno.
This one's a little tricky though. This one I was thinking like this is the tough one for me. I'm thinking of this off the top of my head. 824.
824 is the number to beat.
I'll go slightly higher.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
He played a long time. He played a long time, so I think it'll be close.
Let's see here. Is it 6 or 849? Oh my god.
I hope it's 849.
649.
No, it's 849. It's 849.
I think it's 549. Like these numbers are
what?
They're like 1 point.
Geez, how many years this guy played? He has only 500 RBIs. Get out of here! I can't see that.
I know it's so
shenanigans.
Wow, way to be a sore loser, dude. Jeez.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's 970. This these things are so off. Like, look at. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at this. Like, look at.
Where's nine? Where's the 9?
Right above
970.
Yeah.
970.
The way that they have it positioned, it's not underneath. It's not underneath of it. So the one
I see what you mean. It's like slightly. It's a slight angle. I got you.
Yeah. So it's 970. It's a little bit over. I'm like, what?
When you said 600, I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, 970.
Oh gosh.
I almost quoted close personal friend of the show, Top Gun Talwar, and screamed the GD. I almost did it.
All
right. So 970. Willie McGee, higher or lower? This is interesting.
He'll be lower.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll be
lower. You're right. 263.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't worry, Jack. Jack, if there's anyone's gonna get me, it's coming up. Don't worry.
Sure.
It's not this one. It's the next one.
Yeah.
I gotta go higher on Steve Garvey.
I would say so. Yeah.
I am not sure on Steve Garvey versus Al Oliver. I'm really not sure right now.
This is another one that's small, but it's I can see it 1216.
1216. Okay.
This one's gonna be super tough.
Because I know Al Oliver has like 2,800 hits. That's a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not a Hall of Famer, by the way. Yeah.
Right.
And this is towards the end of his career. He sells 1,200 something.
Yeah.
12 what?
1216.
Okay. Gosh, I don't know. Let me think about this. Gosh, that literally is like flip a coin. Or
go to your bench.
I'm gonna go for Heat here. Let's go to the bench and get Ken Herbeck.
Oh wow. All right.
I'm gonna be a loser, but I'm gonna win. How about that?
So
hopefully. Actually, wait, I might
Garvey is Kent Herbeck.
Higher or lower? He's lower. He'll be lower.
383. 383. Good call.
So what was Al Oliver? Am I allowed to ask? I would have probably said lower. I think I was
no. You have to. What? You replaced 1280.
Oh, sorry, higher.
You replaced Garvey.
My bad, higher. Sorry, my bad, higher.
So, oh gosh, these things are so small.
It's all right.
So,
I got the board now.
1326.
So he was higher. Ooh,
yeah,
he was higher.
Just slightly, but 1326. Yeah. All right,
so that close it out. Jack Clark's definitely lower.
Jack Clark lower than 1326. You are correct with 682. 682.
And hey, you know what? I might be a loser, but I still won because I would have lost that Al Oliver card. I was leaning lower.
Oh, were you? Okay.
I was getting ready to say lower.
Okay.
So I'm glad I didn't do that.
Hey, man, you're in the lead right now. Don't sell yourself short.
All right, Jack. These
I'm
are your
already short
cards.
enough. I can't be any shorter, probably.
Pedro
Guerrero.
Ultimo Guerrero.
Pedro Guerrero.
Pedro Guerrero.
Is he on a golf course right now?
Mike Scioscia, who will be better known for being the Angels manager.
Yes, sir.
Keith Moreland of the Cubs.
Whew. That guy.
Toby Hara of the Rangers.
Right. Yeah, part
I like
of
the
the
guy. Now, wait a minute. Do you think they happened to catch the photo when he caught the ball, or do you think they just Oh no, it is on the way to the glove. Okay.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
thought it was a rig where he's going to make it look like it was in the glove, but it
No.
was in the air. Okay.
Exactly. Get your beers ready for Cecil Cooper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely did the coop.
Bob Boone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
there's a good
Bob.
one for you,
I love
Kevin.
Bob Boone.
You love Bob Boone, huh?
He's a good. Yeah, he's a good player.
Carney
Yeah,
Lansford,
I've
and
had a few
another
times.
great baseball name.
Yep.
Key Zarni Lansford.
And son of Yogi Berra, Dale Berra.
Nice.
Hopefully he didn't meet the same fate as Gorilla Monsoon's son.
And to replace the bench player is
Ooh.
Vince Coleman.
Vince Cold as Ice Coleman.
Yes.
Ah,
Cold as ice. All right, here we go.
man, we're just killing it today.
You know
Pedro
what?
Guerrero.
One Dodger is too many Dodgers. All right. He said too many
So,
Dodgers. There's only two. That's too many.
RBIs 451. 451 for Pedro Guerrero.
Pedro Guerrero.
50.
So Mike Scioscia, who I think is pretty close to being in the league as long as Pedro Guerrero potentially.
I
Might
think
be a little bit
so.
after.
I think they started around the same time. Yeah, I think so.
So higher or lower than
So
451.
so this is what I know about Mike Scioscia.
Oh no.
He's a catcher,
Yes.
and he also does his best to look like Steve Carell from The Office.
That's a good call.
Now, being a catcher, I know he's not getting to bat too many times.
He just learned that from the last card
Sure.
shark. Good job.
But 451, that's a low number.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're in the league for the same amount of time, he's going to be lower just based on the fact that he's a catcher.
I was like, Jack, don't say higher. Don't say higher. Don't say higher.
451. 173.
I like it. Made him hang on that one.
Yeah,
Like,
he
gosh, that was very nice.
Yeah, if we learn anything from catchers, that that they're not going to have as high RBI totals.
See, I thought catchers could hit because I watched the movie Wild Thing, Major League. Like Tom Berenger was hitting it,
He
So-
couldn't hit a home run. He called a shot for a home run. He couldn't hit a home run.
I
Yeah.
know, but dude, cerebral assassin bunted. Hello.
Yeah, I remember watching Johnny Bench bunt all the time. Yeah,
Well, he was en route to like almost 400 home runs. Yep.
Right.
Keith Moreland is higher.
Yes.
higher than 173.
Yes,
398.
398.
398 for
Wow, I
Keith.
thought I would have more to work with than that. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So 398. We're looking at Toby Hara.
I don't like this matchup. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
this is tough. This is actually a tough one.
You can't go to your bench if you want to try to tie me. But do you want to be a man and go for the straight win?
Listen, dude, Cowboy Jack ain't a jobber. They call me Big Match Jack because I perform. Whether I win or lose, Toby Hara higher.
All right.
I think you're right, but I'm with you. I'm with you.
398. Oh, look how many years he has.
Oh,
So
jeez.
yep.
Get the magnifying
So,
glass.
877.
All right.
77.
Solid.
Nice done, Jack. You go to the second level where you meet Cecil Cooper.
Cecil Cooper, man, he is right in the middle of his career, so this is why this is hard, and he carries a big stick. I mean, he hits.
Okay.
This
I
is
was like,
hard.
wait, what? What's he carrying? What?
But 877, man, this is
Pretty
hard.
solid number.
That's a solid number.
Definitely Brewer legend. Yeah.
We're gonna go higher.
300 hitter.
Cecil Cooper higher.
I don't know on this one. This one I'm really not sure on.
We're gonna be in the low 900s.
I hope you're right. Uh-oh.
I hate it when he does this.
You can't read it.
The numbers are so small. 1,014.
Wow. Oh, wow.
1,014.
Very good, Jack.
Look how
I was not sure on that
small
one.
the numbers are there. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Very good, Jack. I didn't know he was on the Red Sox. Wow.
Yeah.
Really good ball player. Oh, God.
So Bob Boone,
Jeez.
higher
Yeah.
or lower than 1,014?
Another guy, another grizzled veteran here.
But see, what makes me question this is they're putting a minor leaguer in. They're putting a minor leaguer in there. There's no way a minor leaguer like Bob Boone, with that stupid of a name, has 1014, slightly lower.
All right.
Did Jack do that laugh track? Are you trying to do a soundboard now, Jack? Come on.
So you said lower, correct?
Slightly lower than 1014.
Right. You would be correct with 653. 653.
But look at that. See all that time he spent in the major leagues with the Phillies?
Sure. Why did he get
With
dropped
Pete
down to the
Rose?
minor league Angels?
Pete Rose. Yeah, he was. I mean, he was there way before.
Yeah,
Rose.
he's played a long time.
Yeah, Rose came at like 80 and 81.
Yes.
Okay, so Carney Lansford,
Oh,
higher
jeez.
or lower than 653?
Yeah, that's a tough one too.
I don't think this is a tough one.
Okay.
I think I need to call on all of our wrestling heritage and say Keys Arnie, Carney Lansford will be higher than 653.
I think it'll be close, but I think you might be right. I think he's gonna be 750 range.
491.
Oh, jeez.
491.
Yeah, no, you don't need to put it so close to the camera, dude. We got it.
But you did make it to this spot. So that's
You almost did. You know what? You hit that one, you would have won. You would have tied me.
Ah.
That one was tough. I probably missed that one.
Very tough. All right, so here we go. There's some good name to start. Razor Shine.
Yes.
Great name in baseball.
That's like
Razor
the best name when
Shine.
I was buying cards in 86 of these.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of big names, Bill Buckner. Look at that. Look at
My gosh.
Talk
Wow.
about acromegalia. Talk about gianted show.
Is he in like the witness protection program? Because that looks like it's like
No. That's
real hair?
That guy looks like you tried to draw a clown from memory with your eyes closed.
I'm just saying those eyebrows look like it's a work. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus,
Yeah.
criminy, Bill
Oh,
Buckner.
goodness.
Get your crap together, bro.
it's a throwback to a different time, like literally,
Sure.
like before
Yes.
time.
I mean, I would know. I used to rock that. I can't grow that anymore, you know?
Well, yeah, but you were living in a cave and you just discovered the wheel.
Cliff Johnson thinks that joke was funny. Good job.
Cliff Johnson,
As long as I pop old Cliff, dude, I'm good.
Yeah.
Eric Davis,
Oh yeah.
Stallion.
cancer survivor. If you're familiar with the movie Revenge of the Nerds, we got Bush. This is Randy Bush.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hall of Famer Alan Trammell.
Alan
Double T.
Bush Trammell. Yes.
And I believe he was a Dodger, right? RJ Reynolds.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go.
But
All
he
right.
didn't want to be a pirate.
I think he was in the oh no, wait, was it no, I'm mixing my teams. Never mind. Yeah, he was a Dodger as well. I was trying to figure out how he ended up on them. I'm wrong. It's hazy, you know.
Yeah, so
Razor
yeah,
shines.
actually, if you think about it, the Bill Buckner card, this would have been after 86. This is the 87.
No, this is 86.
Oh, this is
this is
86.
86
Okay, there we go.
Yes, it is.
Okay, gotcha. I thought this was 87.
Right
All right.
before his life got ruined.
There you go. Exactly. So for the foreshadowing. So Razor shines. Let's see how many RBI. Oh my gosh, he has a lot of minor league experience.
Yep.
And he has 5. He is
So, wait,
5.
was he on the Angels?
Wow.
Was he on
Sorry?
the Angels?
He was Expos only. He was
See,
Memphis.
I can't use your joke, Jack. See?
Yeah,
can't
no,
use
my
your
joke
joke.
is
Sorry.
terrible because you said a lot of minor league experience, and he said, "Is it the Angels?" Because
And it's just
Bill Buckner, former Dodger, and Cub. I believe he has
and
a
I'm
lot
sure there's
more.
there's probably other teams we're forgetting here.
Yeah, definitely higher. Definitely higher.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm curious how many.
Dodgers and Cubs. Man,
Oh.
This is another one. He has so many.
Because I know he had like 2,500 hits
970.
or so. So I imagine he has like 1,200 RBIs or
And
something.
970 there.
970. Oh, I thought it'd be more than that. Wow.
Yeah, I thought so too. Cliff Johnson, I don't think has as many, but actually probably respectable. He is actually kind of an underrated hitter at the time.
Yeah, Buckner was a great player. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll definitely say lower. Although look how many years he has on him. So
You like a very double check.
So I said 970. I said lower.
Yes, sir.
644.
Wow, it's still respectable.
Yeah, super respectable. Started with the Astros in 72. Goodness.
Okay.
So Eric Davis was young at this point, but did well. But I'll definitely say lower.
At this point, yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely lower. The new number is he only has 48 at this point in his career.
Oh wow! So he's just, that might be his rookie card. You better save that one. That'd be worth a pretty penny someday.
Yeah, collected first major league hit 84. So he was it's a couple of years in.
Yeah, no, that's not his rookie.
So I'll move up. Randy Bush, definitely. Wow.
I mean,
This one might be tough. If he has any,
this is the toughest one of your board here.
Yeah, no.
If he has any major league experience, like
he's got more than 40s.
So, dude, interesting fact about Randy Bush: his nickname in the clubhouse was Angry.
What's it?
Yeah, Angry Bush. That was his nickname.
He wasn't the burning bush.
Wow.
All right, so I'm going to take a risk here. Instead of going to my bench, I'm going to try to win this outright.
All right.
I'm going to go higher only because I think that he might have a little bit of a career. So I'm going to go higher.
I mean, come on, 40's like nothing. Come on.
Yeah, 147.
All right,
so
there you go.
Yeah, I said
all
right, Michael. Michael, it's coming down to Dale Barrett versus RJ Reynolds, I think.
Yeah.
To say the least.
So Alan Trammell, I would say, has more than 147.
Yes, I think that's a safe bet.
I think that's a safe bet. Yeah, he started in 77. He has 429.
I would have thought he'd bet more than that. Wow.
Yeah, I thought so too. 429. RJ Reynolds, definitely. I'm going to go with lower than 429. Yes. He has 77.
All right.
77.
I'm like, it's almost more than that.
It's almost like the guy that deals the cards knows the answers. It's
yes.
Dale Barra.
I mean, RJ Reynolds is, the lost cigarettes went into getting those RBIs, Jack.
That's why I go last, because I let you guys all spin your wheels and then I get all the answers.
Yes.
So Dale Barra, he was actually in a very famous play where he was tagged out with another player at home plate by Carlton Fisk.
Did we show that?
We did show that.
Yes, we did show
tagged out. Yeah. So I'm going to go with higher. Go higher than 77. And I would be right with 263.
I
forgot that Michael Mondragon walks down the field, ladies and gentlemen. We don't call it luck, we call it skill and knowledge. This is what peak athleticism looks like. The disco machine, Michael Mondragon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Great job.
I doff my cap to you.
Great job.
All right. Great job. Yes. All right. So let's finish out the show with some baseball trivia. Of course, that's how we end every show.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
What do you got for us?
All right. So let's do it.
All right.
Of the 4 listed, who are the only 3 Tigers players to win multiple American League MVP awards? We want to hear it from the chat. We want to know who you think are the 3 people. You can also exclude one. So there's one that's going to be excluded. You can put that in, and that would, make your other 3. So here are the choices.
I want to look. I want to write down who I think the 3 are.
Oh, do you want to go? Do you want to do it?
No. I don't know. I want to take the fun away. I kind of don't want to look at the answers. I want to write down who I think the 3 are who would be.
Okay.
Just to amuse myself. But
so here we go. Okay. Here are the 4. And then there's one that's not the one that's not going to be one. So there's 3 of them. Al Kaline, Mr. Tiger.
Oh.
Hank Greenberg, Hal Newhouser, or Miguel Cabrera.
And you know what's funny, Michael? I would have named 3 of these names.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't want to ruin it for anybody,
So they're saying Mickey is not. So the other 3 are not. Sorry, everybody except for Miggy, right? That's what Bubble Play
has
said.
2 MVPs, yes.
Yep. So Kaline, Greenberg, and Newhouser would be her choices.
Yeah. It's really quiet out there.
It is. This one's a tough one. Oh, not Miguel Cabrera. So.
For some of you,
oh, well, that changes my answer.
Uh-oh. I like the controversy here.
Controversy.
Uh-oh.
All around Miggy because he's a modern player.
Uh-oh.
All right. Cowboy Jack, who is the non MVP here?
We're gonna go with Hal Newhouser.
Okay, so you're going with Al Kaline, Greenberg, and Miguel Cabrera as
correct, sir.
3. All right.
I hate to do this. I don't want to agree with Cowboy Jack, but the 3 names I came up with were 1, 2, and 4 off the top of my head. So let's go with Hal Holbrook Newhouser, Cowboy. All right. Because I think you're the only person, Michael Mondragon, might remember the actor Hal Holbrook. Because I can't think of any other Hal's. I can't think of any other Hal's HAL in the world, except for Hal 2000, whoever it was.
That's right. Yes.
Hal 3000. I think.
Hal 3000. Yes.
From 2001 Space Odyssey.
2001 Space Odyssey.
But I don't know for sure because I thought Hal Newhouser was a pitcher. So that's the reason why I was like, I don't think it's him.
All right. So who's your odd man out here?
Well, Jack and I are together on this, believe it or not.
All right.
Uh-oh. See, I'm wrong. There you go.
So the answer is
already corrected me. It's Mickey.
Here are your 3
MVPs.
Hank Greenberg in 35 and 40, Hal Newhouser 44 and 45, Cabrera 2012 and 2013. A lot of people forget that he's been like great in the for the Florida in the 90s, but then at the end of the 90s, I should say, and then
Hal Newhouser. Yeah, Hal Newhouser won it in like the lowest. If you watch Hazy History, we talked about it in the World War II era.
Yes,
the player quality was like maybe the worst ever in Major League
Baseball. Super thin,
very thin because all the players were serving in our military in World War II.
That's right. So Mr. Tiger, Al Kaline, he was second in MVP voting twice, losing to Yogi Berra in 55 and Elston Howard in 63.
Wow, so he never even won one.
Never won one.
That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, oh, Mr. Tiger. No,
of course.
Red herring. Good job, the red herring.
Red herring this time.
Good job.
For sure. All right.
But look, you stumped everybody. No one said
I did.
Good job.
Again, our job here is to celebrate baseball history. We're going to tell you about people that you probably maybe
Hal
heard of a little bit.
Newhouser. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that either, but that's how we all learn, right?
Yep.
All right. So question number 2. Who is the oldest player to appear in an All-Star game? Here are your choices. Roger Clemens, Nolan Ryan, Satchel Paige, or Pete Rose? Some big names here. Obviously played into their 40s, some into their 50s, maybe. I don't know if Satchel Paige, I don't think he played in his 50s. But then again, we don't check birth certificates. He may be 50 for all we know. But yeah, definitely played a lot of years. But was he an all-star?
Michael, I think I got you on this one. I'll explain in a minute. I like this one. Although I might be wrong, but I just have a good idea that
Pete Rose from Bubble Pug.
Wow.
Ian going with Satchel Paige. Who else you got out there? Let us know in the chat. Oh, Greg Hall going with Nolan Ryan.
All right. What happened? Like, what happened? I'm like, what happened? Cowboy Jack.
I might need that like an air horn to get
Cowboy Jack.
So even though the Brutus to my Caesar picked number 2 Nolan Ryan, I'm also going to lock in Nolan Ryan,
Right.
despite the betrayer Greg Hall picking him number 2.
I think that's pretty good. Now, Michael Mondragon, I'm going to explain to you my choice.
Okay.
What position does number 1, 2, and 3 play?
So we got a pitcher, we got a pitcher, we got a pitcher, and then we have a field position player.
So this is why I think it's Pete Rose. I think because you don't vote for pitchers in an all-star game. You vote for position players, the fans. So I'm going to say Pete Rose, for the tail end of his career, got voted in, and that's why he's the oldest all-star player. That's my logical reason in my head. If I'm wrong, oh well.
All right. Sound reasoning. So we don't have any more comments, so we're going to put the answer. The answer is Satchel Paige.
Nice.
Wow.
Because he's the oldest player of that group for sure when he was playing.
So he is the oldest player when he played with the St. Louis Browns.
Yep.
And where is it at? But the oldest position player was Pete Rose.
Right.
So actually, for some reason I do not have. So also Satchel Paige was also the oldest pitcher to start a game and oldest to record a strikeout when he was 47 years and 7 days old in 1953 for the Kansas City A's. Bear with me for just a second.
Now, is that supposed to be an Indians jersey? Because it looks more like an alien than
it's the Browns.
Oh, it's the Browns. Okay. I was like,
oh no, that makes sense. A Browns jersey that looks like an alien. Yeah, totally. I thought the Browns were a dog.
Yeah. So
only in Cleveland, I guess.
Well, it's okay. So remember, the Browns it's not a color. I believe it was the family that owned the team as well.
Okay.
So there's other, and this one, I believe it's a brownie. It's kind of like a mythical like little character.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. And by the way, as I found out when I took the St. Louis Cardinals tour, if you were to invest in a team, you would have invested in the St. Louis Browns and not the Cardinals. Because the St. Louis Browns were actually the team that was actually doing better. They were more financially sound. The Cardinals were actually kind of an upstart, but so they actually kind of
the Browns went to Baltimore.
The Browns became the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Satchel Paige at 47 years, 7 days in 1953 for the Kansas City. For the Browns. So that was his. So the other names that we had on there. So Nolan Ryan was the oldest to throw a no-hitter at 44 years, 90 days. And the oldest Cy Young Award winner was Roger Clemens, 42 and 61 days, 41 years, 61 days. Yeah. So how is everything rigged? Everything is rigged now.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Cowboy Jack started a trend.
Listen, when you put it out there into the zeitgeist, that's how it happens. All right?
Everything's a work, brother.
Everything's at work, brother. That's how we are in this society today. It's all
First
right.
2 weeks. First 2 weeks. You don't
We
even
already
know
have we already have interleague in like 6 days into baseball. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, that's right. Because the Angels are playing Miami right now.
Miami, right?
What?
Remember we saw tickets for like a Monday. It was like crazy low. It's like, like $5 or something like that.
Well, it's a minor league game. What do you expect? I mean, as of right now, the only major league game I plan to go to is, I believe, June 29th in San Francisco to see the Giants play their arch rival, Detroit Tigers.
Wow. So you'll see Miggy, you'll see Akil Badu, you'll see Spencer Torkelson.
Oh, I hope so. I thought you see Spencer Turnbull. Forget him. I want to see Spencer Turnbull. Forget that.
Wow.
Dude, I think I have Akil Badu on my fantasy team.
There you go.
Well, you know who I don't have?
I don't know.
I don't have Pete Alonso because I messed up and let him go, and Greg Hall stabbed me in the back and stole him. No,
Greg said I must have missed something earlier.
It could have been anybody, but Pete Alonso, right?
Pete Alonso was special in my heart,
Michael, can you hit a button, please? I meant wham, but that's all right.
I don't like it. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it.
All right.
What I especially don't like is being stabbed in the back by my friends, Greg Hall.
All right. So let's pay tribute to John Ellis from just passed away on April 5th, actually, 73 years of age. After playing in the minor leagues, Ellis made his major league debut in 1969 as the injury replacement. And here we go. Here's the third instance of a home run. Ellis hit an inside the park home run in his very first major league at bat.
Wow, inside the park home run.
Inside the park. So
that's got to be the only one ever, right?
Actually, it was in his major league debut, so it might not be in his first at bat, but he
still,
did.
I don't know of a guy doing that ever in a first game.
I think there is one more recently, but I can't remember who it is. So maybe we have to do the research.
Is he a catcher, or do you know? Because that looks like a big old glove.
So with Thurman Munson becoming the Yankees' new starting catcher in 1970, the Yankees moved Ellis to first base. That's the first baseman's glove. So,
it just looks so huge in the way.
It does. And so he played with the Yankees, Indians, and Rangers. I know him from the Rangers because I remember like the 78 and 79 cards of him with the Rangers. Okay. So there was a lot of those players. They're good players, but they got swept up in the expansion draft.
Gotcha.
John Ellis. I know that we were a follow. Where's my book?
Oh, where's your book?
I know it's here somewhere.
Jack, where's your book?
I burned it.
You burned the Baseball for Dummies book?
I burned it. It's all wrong. They have it all wrong.
No, because Jack knows everything about baseball now.
There you go. There's the captain to me, the Thurman Munson story. So, so he's probably in this book because he moved over at that time.
I'll have to. I'm going to start rereading it tonight, and Michael Mondragon is on a mission. I'm going to be on him to read that book.
Yes. Oh, Heat throws a shrug emoji.
Yeah, no, I saw that. So earlier in the show, when you were taking his back and standing up for him, now that it was malicious. He maliciously stole Pete Alonso from
maliciously. Me. I would not. Okay. As an impartial third party.
He said shrug emoji. That means he's like, I don't care.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I wish you had the It Happens right now,
This is a
Michael.
good, yes.
You need
Yes,
the OG.
rest in power, John Ellis, for sure. Like,
It Happens.
salute,
Yes, rest in
salute
power.
to the man.
John Ellis.
All right, so that is the show we had for you tonight.
My God, it's like the longest show we've ever done, I feel like.
It's probably, wow, 145. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. Thank you for LSU hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you for hanging out. If you'd like to become a supporter of all of our efforts here at the Beer Baseball Blog, we put a lot into this. Go to our Patreon page, search Beer Baseball, patreon.com/Beer Baseball. You can also support us by buying our stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page, beerbaseball.store. We'll take you right there. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you to Kevin Lyon and Cowboy Jack Durango for really filling a lot of the other social media. There's you guys have been filling out so much like live stuff, the hazy history, the Python packs. You guys have been really killing it. We really super appreciate it. And so we have a lot of content. We have so many more plans that we want to do. We were talking about, for our Patreon supporters is hanging out with us. We're going to watch some minor league games and just kind of chat it up. We were going to do some other stuff where we'd like to meet with people. So we'll inform you about all that, about the baseball season. Again, within COVID and stuff like that, is not obviously COVID is not what it used to be, but it's still kind of weird. But we definitely still want to meet up with people and interact and go to breweries, make it safe, but also have fun. We still have a plan. I'd love to go out to Arizona. I still have that. Meet up with the Cowboy Jack Durango. Maybe we can go to Arizona Diamondbacks game. There's so much to do. We have a lot of plans. Kevin, did you have anything that you wanted to say before we sign off for tonight?
Well, hey, tomorrow, 7 p.m., Pint and Packs. Let's pick a pack right now. Why not? Let's see. Let me just pull something out here. What do I got here? Oh no, it's 87 Tops. I'll open this bad boy here. 1987 Tops. I already have an all-star Cal Ripken. I got Rob Wilfong. Oh my gosh. Daddy Tardival. That's at the front. Who knows who's on the back? It is 7 p.m. I'm going one of those. And hey, you know how long this show's been?
Wow.
And so while you guys are talking, I'm going to finish this.
This show was 32 ounces long.
And
wow.
Hey, I determined to go to one minor league baseball game this weekend, possibly two. So watch out on the Beer Baseball blog, Instagram, and Twitter for that info.
So before you start, Jack, I'm going to give you an open forum because I know you have a lot to have a lot to close with.
I'm gonna have to.
Greg Hall says that we can go to a Diamondbacks game. Maybe we can arrange a peace treaty. And we can get the two sides together and maybe have an intervention here and maybe settle this over a nice cold beer.
I'm willing to parlay this over a D-backs dog and an ice cold beer, as long as Michael Mondragon is mediating.
All right. And you also have potentially access to the pool out there, correct?
I absolutely do. We will make it happen.
God.
And hey, Jack, what are we doing Easter Sunday?
Easter Sunday on the Beer Baseball Blog Instagram, we are beginning our 14-episode series on Marge Shot.
Now,
tune in. You will not be disappointed. If you heard my politically charged rant from last Sunday, it's about to get kicked up a notch because that's the energy I'm bringing to Hazy History moving forward. We're only talking about things that I get angry about, and you can watch me have a high blood pressure stroke live on Instagram.
Jack, one last question. Do you know anything about March Shot yet?
Nope.
Oh, I can't wait.
Jack's
going to die on Sunday. Tune in.
So
I'm sorry. I don't want to see
I was sorry to step on your Easter celebration.
Listen, Luke Easter's a jobber. We only cover main eventers, and we're covering Marge Shot.
Yes. And yes, we're going to have 5 episodes on Shotzi alone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're going to love Shotzi.
No.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So much good stuff.
I'm going to send him right now Billy West doing March Shot. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying right now.
Yes. And, you know, could Marge Schott be in a possible nominee for a Diamond Icon?
No.
No. But she might
Jack, when you hashtag do the research, no.
No.
This is not a Morgana the Kissing Bandit kind of person.
No,
I've
she's
lost
not
my
an
interest.
endearing. She's definitely like the Darth Vader of
Was she the old broad with the glasses, chain smoking, and all the pictures? Like,
I don't know if she had glasses, but
Let's just say yes. Let's just
yeah,
say yes.
it's
Sure.
probably pretty close. Yeah,
Sure.
she
All right.
has a very checkered past, to say the least.
well, I'll tell you
Wait a
what.
minute. Come on. That means there's blacks and whites involved. Come
There
on.
is blacks and whites involved.
Yes, there is. Well, I mean an equal amount, you know?
I don't know. She's
Okay, we'll get into that on
Yeah.
Sunday. But
Yeah.
right now, thank you everyone for enjoying the Diamond Exchange, the crown jewel of craft beer and baseball. You guys, we couldn't do this without you. You are our family. You are our friends. Know this. Tough times don't last, but tough guys do. We're going to get through this together. If you're going through a rough time, reach out and let's do it together. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in.
all right. We'll see you next Tuesday with another Beer Baseball Blogcast. Thanks for joining, everyone. Good night.